Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Today we have a massive amount of new and updated mods that were released for Farm Sim 22. In total, 30 mods, so sit back and relax with some popcorn. All platforms got 19 new and 7 updates, and PC Mac players got 2 new and 2 updates. Of course, we'll look at all of the new mods, plus customization options. We did get some stuff that's not quite standard with normal mods that we're used to seeing, so we'll kind of play with those a little bit, and of course, look at all the updates. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, and it's not really a new map, but it is new for everybody, the Court Farms Country Park crossplay version. If you guys are on PC, this is a completely different version of the map, so make sure you know the difference between your Court Farm maps on Mod Hub. Nonetheless, if you are on console and you've been watching PC Players Playlist for the past 2 months, or maybe even longer than that, but you're basically gonna know everything that's already on here. Just a few things have been changed on the back end to make this console compatible. A little fix here and there, but I don't think you're going to really notice anything that's different from what we've been using on PC. Here is your PDA, so you can see everything going on through there. We do have these areas that are on, so you've got that little field right out in front. We do have one larger field, and then we've got 2 other fields around the outside. If you're curious which ones I own as well, so I've got these right here, and then I believe I have that one maybe, and then I definitely have these setups right through here. So if you want to buy the same ones I've got, you could do that. As mentioned, everything looks exactly the same, so you're going to find everything in the exact same places, all the stuff through there. You've got your little horses right here. I do love this very, very much. So it's also got all of the changes and fixes to version 1.1 of Court Farms. So all the things that were adjusted to that, well, they are here present in version number 1 of Court Farms on consoles. Well, crossplay in general. As far as your own stuff in New Farmer mode, you get a lot of stuff. So we have the John Deere 4755 as well as the Massey 3670. We also have a New Holland Harvester. We've got a telehandler. We've got a big trailer, rock box if you want to call it that. We also have your header. We've got a small plow, small cultivator. We got a power harrow that goes along with your seeder, fertilizer spreader. We've got a rear mower. We've got a round baler, telehandler, forks, 2 Bale forks, as well as a manure fork, as well as a header trailer, and we've got a pair of weights. So plenty of equipment to at least get started. It's not the most amount of equipment that we've ever seen, but you know what? I think it'll work perfectly fine for you guys. I've also got a playlist that I've been updating and uploading over the past, well, it says 1 month, but it's almost 2 months now, including right through here, episodes 1 through 10. We already got a super cut on here, with another super cut coming in 2 weeks. So if you guys want to check out Court Farms and get caught up at least with my gameplay series, you can. There it is. Next up, we've got another map that, well, I don't know as much about this one, so we're going to work through it together. This is Campaign of France by Black Sheep Modding. This does have 1 required mod, so heads up there. It's a pig barn, I believe, something like that. Actually, yeah, it's this pig barn right here. Nonetheless, this has 52 fields, arable and meadows, 4 forestry plots available to purchase, and you can choose between cereal crops, livestock, cattle, sheep, pigs, an equestrian center, or forestry. So it's pretty much everything going on here. You can see there is a bit of open space because a lot of the outside of this is completely open. You guys can basically do whatever you need to. Tons of meadow area. But the good thing is at least they weren't like, you know what, all I want is this small little bit in the middle, so let's just do that. Around the outside, it's all open, it's accessible, you can reach it. Pretty cool. I actually like that. It's nice. There's also quite a few productions around, including this guy, which, well, they call it a wine press, but I don't know, man. It made it into the game, so I'm not going to say anything. So, shh, don't say anything. We've got all kinds of stuff all the way around. Of course, we've got dairy, BGA, sawmill. We've got lime production, cereal. Yep, there's your wine press, and I believe furniture? I have no idea. They say there's cereal, sugar mill, cooperative winery, livestock trader, BGA, sawmill, joinery, biomass heating plants, spinning mill, wine press. How many wine presses do we have on here? On-farm dairy production, bakery, restaurant, farmer shop, and direct sell points. 2 of them. So it's quite a bit going on, even for a small little map like this. And we've got plenty of equipment, at least to get you guys started with. Well, you get 100 grand, so you can buy some more if you want to. We have small tractors like the Steyr 8150, medium tractor, the 4755, and your Duisfar top line harvester. We also have a Schaefer front loader. We've got a Mahindra retriever, that's pretty cool, and a Kloss carrot tipper. You got your header in there. We got a small plow, small cultivator, small fertilizer spreader, and a small seeder, as well as a rear mower, front loader tools, and we've got a header trailer. So that is pretty much everything that you've got right here, other than a very, very detailed map tour, but I'm sure that Miss Silly P and Farmer Klein and very likely Mr. Farmer Comp will be doing stuff on here as well, so stay tuned for their videos. Thirdly, yes, we have a third new map today for all platforms. This is the Valley Farm. This requires 5 mods, heads up there, all placeables, at least, so that is nice. They've also added alfalfa to this, as along with all of the other base game things. This is a fictitious European-style map with 45 fields, crops, meadows, vineyards, olive grove, pasture, etc. Of course, they say you can choose how you want to farm, but that's kind of how farming and Farming Simulator works to begin with. The farm aims to expand by buying the pig farm. So we can take a look at what we've got. We do have the outside of the map. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's only 13 grand, which is kind of nice as well. We've also got areas inside which are exorbitantly priced for how big the fields are. So heads up there, your fields are going to be quite expensive as you expand. The farm does look really nice though. I mean, look how good this looks. Look at this, the main area right here. They've done a really good job on this, chosen correct placeables, things like that. Really, really impressed with how this looks. It is not huge by any stretch of the imagination, so don't be expecting this real big old massive map, but it's kind of open enough where you can see from one side to the other with plenty of trees and things like that in between to keep it fresh. So at least we have that. Total on here, they say that we've got 2 grain co-ops. We have a grain mill, 1 candy, that didn't translate well, spinnery, wine cooperative, livestock trader, BGA, sawmill, sugar factory, clothing factory, lime production plant, spinnery, dairy, bakery, and a restaurant. As for what they give you in new farmer mode and small tractors, we have the Buer 6105. Medium tractors, we have the Massey Ferguson 6718S. And in harvesters, we got the top liner as always. Trailers, we have the Rudolph TDK with the 2 wheels in the back. There's 2 axles in the back and your header trailer. We do have a stone picker, which is not very normal in new farmer mode. Super cool. We have a mulcher as well. Again, not very standard. Super cool. We've got a nice plow, which is a little bigger plow. Cultivator, a little bit bigger of a cultivator. Nice seeder. We've got a weeder, again, not normal. Trail mower, the Cumberland, not normal. Tedder, very cool. Windrower, very cool. Baler, very cool. And some front loader stuff. So we have the front loader itself. We have pallet forks and a round bale fork because you're making round bales. We have a low loader, not normal in new farmer mode. Very cool. Header trailer and a singular weight, probably for that Massey Ferguson. Very cool. We got a nice setup of stuff that I think fits perfectly on the map, and plenty of other things as well. So definitely jump in, check this out. Moving away from maps now and into some mods, we have the MAN TGS Skip Loader. We also have the skip that goes along with it, and I'll show you guys how to use it. It's pretty cool. So this has all your normal specs of an MAN truck. This is kind of neat. Back in, I think it was 17 or 19, one of these released, I was like, all right, this is cool, but it's like a dump truck. Like, what's kind of the point of this? But I saw these everywhere while I was in Europe. I was like, all right, I get it now. They're pretty cool. So let's go over customization, and then we'll talk about how it works. Wheel brand, we have Trelleborg, Continental, BKT, and back in standard and wide tires on some of these. Main color, we've got a bunch of different colors on here, so that's going to be on the front. Loader platform itself, we'll change that up to blue. Loader arms, let's go with a red, and rim color is rim color. A lot of colors through there. We're not going to do that. We'll just get a standard one. Those colors were rough. And then we have the skip itself. 6,000 liter capacity. It is going to be bulk crop, so like any other tipper that you would see. We'll put a cover on there if you want to, and we can even change the color of the skip. It says satin blue. I see you. I know what color that is. Let's get ourselves one of those. Now, pop over to it. Turn on our help window so we can see exactly what to do. Turn this on, and we want to load the arm. Oh, we're going to need to do that in front of this, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we'll bring this here, get it backed up nice, right up to it. I believe about right there. Yeah, that should be good, right? It'll stabilize itself, bring the arms back, and then we should get a little trigger to connect. So we'll wait on that. Coming back. There it is. Attach the skip, and we have attached it. Now we can open and close the container or the cover, which we don't have. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Does it fix itself? It kind of does fix itself. Yo, does it just sit there and hang on? No, it flicks it around. Perfect. So this is kind of neat. We can actually like tip with this if you really want to. So you got that. You've got all kinds of motions. See if I can get this to work. Yeah, a lot of different stuff through here. Maybe I shouldn't be the one doing this, but nonetheless, this is neat. So if you want to cart with it, if you want to use it as a dump trailer, if you want to put it in a corner somewhere and just throw stuff in it when you want to, and then go take it from there, you can easily do that. Very cool. Oh, and I just noticed on the side it says skip hire. All right, that's pretty sweet. Next up from Farm Mods TV, we have the Phoenix Flatbed and Salt Truck. So starts off as a flatbed, 462 horsepower, variable transmission, 40 liters fuel, 49 miles an hour, weighs 10.2 tons. It also has a working speed of 12 miles an hour, but we're not to that part yet. You guys know that I really like the Phoenix trucks, and the Thatcher ones, I enjoy those as well, the 82s. So there's your flatbed. Then we have the Salt Truck. The Salt Truck holds 8,000 liters. It has the 12 mile per hour bit right there. What's the spread on there? No, it doesn't say. Well, let's customize a flatbed first, and then we'll go from there. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT tires. Those Continentals look really good. Doors for the flatbed. We have standard setup, standard 2, which opens up the back, and no doors at all, so it just turns into like a Bale trailer. That's kind of nice. We also have attachments for standard or trailer hitch on the back. Main color, ooh, that is an oof bright green, and then we have rim colors as well. Nice. So I've always said if you're going to be doing rim colors, use these 4 colors, the base model or base colors, and then include all base standard. Perfect. Wheel setups really don't get much better than that. Then let's go to our Salt Truck. So a few things disappear, but we also get this as well. I would like to see what the working width is on this. So it looks like we can change up the working width at the very top. So 10 meters is going to be, well, looks like the highest bit through there. Air, unknown, road salt. There we go. I use the power tools mod if you're curious about that. So yeah, that is definitely a 10 meter spread. We could drop that down to 8, 6, 4, and 2. It's kind of nice. And together you've kind of got the startings of a road construction or roadworks kit. That's pretty cool, man. Something else kind of cool is the Lizard Kart with a K from Slush's Modding. 23 horsepower, which I think is a little bit much on here. Manual transmission, 15 liters of fuel. I don't know where they're hiding it. 31 miles an hour, and it weighs 191 kilograms. It also has its own wheel setup as well, the SM Kart. Very cool. Bumpers, we have original. We've got one on the back, back 2, which is sides, frontal. Just say front, man. All bumpers, and then none. So you go with a skeleton setup or a completely covered setup. We'll go with completely covered for now. No numbers, needs all bumpers. So that's at least nice that they tell you that. And then we've got all kinds of numbers through, oh goodness, how many numbers is that? 15. All right, so you can do numbers all the way through 15 if you want to. Main color, let's change this up to yellow. So that's going to be your frame. Chassis color, we'll change this up to bright orange. Well, that's your chassis, all right. Bumpers, we'll change this to, all right, yellow. Yeah, that'll work. Edged cover, maybe bright blue. Yeah, it's right there on the side. And then rim colors is rim colors. So it looks like they've done exactly what I'd like to say as well. We're not going to go with that one. How about we just stick with this? It's just a nice, basic little standard setup. Is there anything we can do with it? No. We put our foot on the gas. It moves along nicely. Definitely bounces like a normal go-kart, so at least there's that. And let's see, how's our handling on here? Extremely predictable. Dude, let's go in first person. Super sticky tires. Drives much better than some, like, racing games. I'm getting, like, some severe Project Cars too. Is there a bump back there? This is supposed to be completely flat. Well, whatever. Nonetheless, super cool little setup here, man. I wonder if we can get this thing to do a little bit of donuts. Can we get it to spin? It doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. Got it. But only barely. This handle's really nice for farm sim. Next, from Kenny456, we have his pole log trailer. This trailer consists of 2 main parts. You have the front, which can be attached to any truck, and then you can attach a telescopic rear part to it. The rear part is adjustable to fit perfectly for the length of trees that you have. Very cool. Also, especially dolly or special dolly for the rear part. is here so that you can make road trains if you really want to. You can buy the front part with rear parts or dolly with the rear parts already attached together as well, which makes things real nice. Makes it real nice to set that up so you don't have to do it by yourself. So you can find this, of course, forestry equipment, but you can find it right here in mods and pull trailer. Let's go over some customization. Really all you're going to see is main colors and rim colors on here. So heads up there, and I believe that's going to be basically the same for all of these. Yes, it is. So let's load it up and see how this works, because this is a little bit different than things that we're used to seeing as well. I imagine that we're just going to back up right to this and put the fifth wheel on. Kenny's got a video on his YouTube channel as well, so that should help a lot of you guys out. So yeah, that works very well. Works exactly the way that it's supposed to. Do we have anything that we could do? Oh yeah, we can extend that out. Let's not do that too much. Can we bring it in? We can bring it in. We can bring it in a lot. Man, that is much different than I was expecting it to be. So we've got the extension on there, and then let's see, what does this part do? Oh, so, okay, well, how about that? I don't think there's much more that we could do past that, so at least there's there. This does have a hitch on the back, so let's say you get a hold of the other version that has the dolly as well. Well, here we go. Oh, back it up just a little bit. You got this, DJ. Yeah, we could tell you had that. And then now, here you go. I am a little bit concerned with the way that it turns, but it also looks like this piece right here spins. So I believe there's that. We also have attachments right there as well. Yeah, looking at the pictures that Kenny provided right here, you could see that this part's actually angled. So as soon as you strap everything down, put it all on there, everything will be nice. This is a really cool set of mods, very different from what we've seen before. Next up, we have the Lizard RMT B324. This is one of the mods that is in the Matiba RMTB pack, but it's for all platforms. Very cool. 28,000 liter capacity. We can change that to 23,000 or make it a Bale trailer if you want to. Most go up. This goes down in capacity when you change it up. Wheel setups, we have a standard set and a standard number 2, and then a spare wheel on the front, yes or no. Not a ton of customization options, but it's a very nice looking trailer, and it will hold all bolt crop. Next up, we have the Selfmade Bale trailer, and this has auto loading, which is very, very cool. Normally you don't get small trailers like this with auto loading, and it will hold all kinds of bales. Of course, it says 115 up here, but down below you can see it auto loads every base game size bale. So 115, that's your amount of baby bales, but holds, different capacity. Shut up. You know what I'm talking about. Wilbrands BKT. We also have Rudestein, and that is it. And then we have some standard and wide tire setups through here. Again, very normal. If you guys know how to use an auto loading bale trailer, this is one of them. So I always say you can't have a mod video without placeables, but I didn't know it was going to be like this today. We have 10 mods that are all placeables. First one is the Greenhouse Modular, or the Modular Greenhouse. This is from the same person that brought us the Modular BGA, which is Caster, and it's a lot. This allows you to get into large-scale production of tomatoes, lettuce, or strawberries, drive small vehicles in and out of your greenhouses to care for the feed of the plants, and take out your products with a forklift. If you build larger plants, you can even change the recipe from manual to automatic filling and add on modules, which we've got in the very back. It's really, really cool. This type of filling increases the yield, but must be supplied with additional products. So heads up there. In combination with the Modular BGA, or the Lizard Planet, or not Pumps and Hoses extension, you can have the produced methane converted into heat and thus create an optimal climate for your plants. How cool is that? So you can use 2 mods together, which I don't think they required them as required mods either. How cool is that? Say, hey, you can do it if you want. I don't care. Go for it. To build a closed greenhouse, you need at least 4 modules with a gate. So if you want to get into large-scale gardening, you can assemble your own individual large greenhouse with a total of 18 modules, which I've all got them on right now. And you can follow the module plan. Okay, let's see if we can get into this. So let's start off with the modules themselves. So if we go over to productions, we go into greenhouses, we can see we've got them right here. So we've got our inputs, and then we have our outputs. Now, if we go through here, some of these have these, and some of these don't. For example, module 1 and 2 have them, but module number 3, which I've got right here, doesn't. Then I go into module number 4, which is exactly the same as module number 1 and 2, and 5 and 6. And that's the whole top row. And then we get into module number 7, which is down here. And they just kind of keep getting bigger and bigger. And well, I say bigger and bigger. They're all similar sizes, but some of them have different sides on them. Some of them have different doors. Some of them have a roof. Well, they all have a roof, but you can see you need all kinds of different stuff to create your own little setup. And you can choose all these different ones in order to do that. And you can see I've got all my modules through here. There's so many, man. There's so many. But the good thing is, at least, is we can make our own stuff through there. Okay, cool. So that's the first step. Just make your own little module setup. All right, so then once you've got that done, we've got the fertilizer blending station. So here's where you pretty much make your own stuff. So of course you could see over here, we have inputs and outputs, all kinds of goodies. We also have a substrate storage as well, if you just want storage for your substrate, which you can buy. That makes things nice. Then we have a groundwater pump, so we have energy and fuel in, and we get water out, and you can see we've got that there. And then we have the thermal generator, which requires methane, but then produces all of your little heat. So that's kind of cool. And then we have the combined thermal power station, which is straw and wood chips, and output you're going to be getting your heat as well as methane. Or not methane, juice, power. There's so many different just stuff. And then you can also buy some things separately included with this mod. You have your greenhouse substrate as well as your greenhouse seeds. So that's kind of cool. A lot of stuff, but overall you just kind of add stuff together. I think if I went on and on and on, this would need its own video, and maybe this does need its own video. But we'll check it out later. Let's move on. I totally forgot you could fly with pallets. I love it. All right, making our way over to some other mods. We have the silo facilities, silo for storing all types of fruit. It's also a shelter for your vehicle, which is included, which is kind of nice. So you've got this area right here. You can do what you need to do, and then you kind of back in your truck right here, or whatever you want to do, and you're good. I don't think that we could do anything with this, considering the fact that there's collisions on here that prevent me from even going up the stairs. Can I see the collisions the right way? Yeah. They don't want you going up those stairs. I don't know why. See everything off the distance. Get out of here. Can't go up that one either. So really, this looks good, but it is really only intended to be looked at, I guess. Next, we have our seeds production. This is kind of nice because you can just shove this into like a storage shed or something like that. So let's take a look, see what we've got. So there we go, finally got them all done. Do we have wheat, herbicide, and water in, all easy to come by. Small amounts as well, 16,000 liters. Looks like we're gonna have 1,000 liters of wheat, 100 liters of herbicide, and 250 liters of water in, and that's gonna give us our 1,000 liters of seed. So it looks like we're just treating the grain that we already have. It's kind of cool and pretty nice, and might actually be beneficial. I think we've got some other seeds productions as well, so this just adds to it. Next, we got the post-German Cowshed. This costs 30 grand, and unfortunately only holds 7 cattle. Animals can be fed with bales, which I guess makes things nice. There's only a few of them, and I got a bug in front of me while I'm trying to record. Get out of here, bugs! Let's see if I can open up some of these doors through here. I don't know if they all open. That one definitely did not. Come through. Nice. Can we walk up here? We can. Ooh, that was easy. Yo, do these doors open? Tell me these doors open. Oh, the doors open. I'm gonna crouch and fall out. Haha. Nice. Let's see if this opens now. I must not have just been in the right place. Dude, don't like that view. Let's go ahead and back out of there. What do we got over here? Is this more shed stuff? Maybe a place to store bales? Oh, easy place to store bales. Okay. So it looks good. Works really well. Got a place over here. Complete drive-through. Looks good. And another animal barn thing. We have the barn with chicken coop. So this will cost you $40,000. Daily upkeep $10 per day. It holds 50 chickens. So again, not a bajillion amount, but I tell you what, 50 chickens seems like it's a little bit better than 7 cows, but maybe that's just me. Who knows? Can we open this up? Oh, it's a little gate. Oh, that's super cute. So the chickens can come in here, do what they do. And then coming around here, we probably got our barn section. Yeah, here you go. So we've got a nice little area through there, complete drive-through. Again, we have a ladder that actually works. We can up that side. Boop. Ha-ha. Love that. All right, cool. Next is our old Polish wooden shed. This one is kind of self-explanatory. It's shed, $15,000 and $5 per day. Next one, self-explanatory as well. This is the Selfmade Hall, which includes the, Selfmade Hall. 15 by 30 meters, $30,000 in here. No lights, so you will need to turn on your own lights, and it gets progressively smaller the further you go back, so make sure you pull in your tractors and your equipment the right way. Next is the small combine garage. Small garage, you can put your combine in here. Other things as well. There is a larger area right here on the right hand side, so this is more for your combine harvesters. This looks like it'll hold like all the medium and small combines, at least in the game. And then we've got an area right here for tractors or maybe a little truck, something like that. It's kind of nice. Next to last is the medium shed. This is small at best, gotta be honest. $10,000, $10 per day. Yeah, small to medium, or they say medium to large equipment, but it's gonna be medium to small. Yeah. And the last new one today for all platforms is the European Fence Pack from the Lort. There are 3 sets of fences in here, as you can see. They all have a front side and a back side, so when you are placing them down, make sure that you've got them facing the right way. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, we have AGROLAND's map, version 1001. New save game not required. New culture added, coffee. They've also added coffee harvester in the store. 2 factories have been added to process and pack your coffee. Added new ground points to decorations. Fixed the textures colors. Bird sounds have been reset, and there's a new PDA. We also have an update to my favorite tractor in farming simulator, the Case IH Magnum 340-400 series special edition FL version 1103. They've added additional in-game engine configurations to give the player the option to choose between having the updated engine sounds or the original engine sound. So the engine descriptions labeled as 1, such as the Magnum 400 Power Drive Twin Turbo 1, have the original engine sounds. Ones with the number 2 will have the first new updated engine sounds, and number 3 will have the second new updated engine sounds. And an update to the Komatsu 931 Harvesters Pack version 101. Vehicle physics joint attachments based on patch 110.1.0. Automatic tree detection installed. Adjustments to the harvester head. Various customizations. Real maximum tree cut thickness set. That's super cool. They've added color selection for the hose and harvester head. That's very neat there as well as wheel set rework and interior camera for harvester's head tracking. That's a great update. Additionally, a kind of similar update to their Jenz Cobra hybrid from HR Force as well, version 102. Vehicle physics joint improved based on the adjustments to patch 110.1. Log holding system installed again, colors adjusted, and rear exhaust smoke only on active hacker, whatever that means. Another MAN, the TGX Forest Semi-Truck version 201. Vehicle physics joint attached, same thing as before, and passenger function installed. Very cool. Keeping kind of the theme going with logging uploads today, or updates rather. Timber Pack version 1.5. They fixed the missing shadows and added a container trailer. That's cool. And your last update today for all platforms, Street Lamps version 1001. Correction of the shading of the discharge lamp and added 5 more discharge lamps and 1 LED lamp. Jumping over 2 new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the AutoSan D47. Oh, did that just pop up like that? All right. A production of a self-dumping trailer, AutoSan D47, started in 1972. The trailers were produced in variants for agriculture and road transport for the next 12 years after that, through 1984. Very cool. 8.6 thousand liters. Not really sure why that keeps changing on its own. 4,200 liters. We also have a Bale trailer version. Bale trailer on the other side. Capacity is 6,400, 6,000, 6,400 that way, 6,400 that way, and 86 up to the top. Maybe I've got a little bit of stick drift. I'm not quite sure. What brands? We have Lizard. We have, not saying that. And then back and forth, we have a couple setups in between as well. Sides, we have the corrugated sides, or you go with the flat sides. I like the flat, but maybe you go with that. Does it look like it would change the front or the rear? Just the sides. No, the rear changes. All right. Flooring in there. We've got a couple different setups. Well, I was going to say floor, but those are not the floor, those are the lights. So there's that. And the reflectors are on the back, which are the reflectors. Okay, warning triangle. We've got a couple different spots for that. Decals, you can throw some decals on there. I was about to say, even though I can't see them anywhere, there they are, I see them now. And we have your license plate. Now, this is kind of neat. So we have the license plate regular, then we have the old Polish, and we have the new Polish. However, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to change those new and old Polish ones up. So heads up, I believe there. Drawbar, we have a couple different options through here, so you can choose what you like best. A couple different angles on there. Main color, here are your main colors. Change it up to red so you can see. We've also got your design color. We'll change this up to black. So this is just the tub. Oh, nice. Regular design color, we'll go green. That's going to be your main. And then the other design, ooh, so you can actually change up just the little part in the middle of the wheel. Not the whole thing, just the little part. Okay, that's cool. And then lastly, of course, we have your rim color. Oh, there's another design. What does this do? Oh, let's change this to yellow as well. That's probably the top, yeah. Yeah. Definitely not there. Your last new one for PC and Mac players today is the Spawn Pallets Stag from Gaming Joy. We talked about this a little bit in Farm Sim News last week, but as a nice refresher, well, this allows pallets to be stacked up to 2 meters high. Some things may only stack, 2 high. Some things may stack 5 high, like oils. They also have automatic double up, which takes any spawn that has a single row, makes it a double row. For example, base game Green Mill by default spawns 5 pallets. Now it spawns 30. Yep. Also, they've added a bunch of other stuff, and they've changed a few things, and it's so cool, and it just works, and it's awesome. If you're doing pallets and you need to stack stuff in your own PC, go download this right now. I promise you won't be disappointed. Lastly, today we have updates for PC and Mac players. The first one is the Enhanced Animal System version 2202. Horses can be ridden again. And lastly, an update to camera system. This is version 1001. They've added more default in-game vehicles and implement support, added compatibility with implements, and improved the code. And that is it. What a mod video for a Tuesday. Today's been awesome. Farm Sim News was a little bit short, but had some really good stuff in there, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it already. Also, the Oxbow DLC comes out in literally 1 week. If you got any questions about that, let me know as well. We'll try to get some stuff together for you guys for that once it is released. Otherwise, just hope you have an awesome Tuesday. Heck yeah, man. We'll see you later.